Hi everyone and welcome back, and if you're new here, I am Prakriti and this video is going to be all about the no makeup look. Today I will be showing you two of my favorite ways to pull off a no makeup look, so let's get started. The first way is to simply wear your confidence. The goal here is to make your skin look its best rather than chasing an unachievable goal. For example, poreless skin, flawless skin, because those only exist in filters. It's normal to have acne, pigmentation, acne marks, scars, redness, enlarged pores. You need to define your flawless skin, and for the first look I am going to show you my flawless skin. First, I am using a sheet mask. You know the rules. Apply it, leave it for 15 minutes and then remove it. It's that simple, but you have to make sure that you do not overuse sheet masks because they are not that good for the environment. Now this is where self-care comes in. I love caring for my skin, and a sheet mask is not the only thing that I use for calming down my skin. I also use other type of masks. For example, clay masks are really good and are very detoxifying in nature, so I love those too. But today I used a sheet mask because I have to shave my face. The second step will be shaving your face. If you've seen this video of mine, you probably know how much I love shaving. It's an optional step completely. Skincare is optional in general. Not everyone needs it, not everyone does it, and it's completely fine. If your skin feels healthy without all these products, you don't have to necessarily apply these products. I never shave a dry face. The liquid from the serum acts as a lubricant. After washing my face, I use a toner. This is the simple soothing toner. I apply it on my face and neck, wait for a minute and move to a serum. Next, I will be using a moisturizing and hydrating serum from Zilch. This is their Insta Bounce Hydrating Serum. It's a beautiful, lightweight serum providing instant hydration, making your skin soft and bouncy. I also have a review video on Zilch Cosmetics. You can check it out. I have linked it in the cards. Next up is a moisturizer to seal everything off. And by the way, if it's a daytime look, do not forget to use a sunscreen. I am using Minimalist Sepicalm 3% plus oat moisturizer for the ultimate glow and that glass skin effect. I have a dry combination skin right now, so I need to moisturize certain areas of my face properly. Hence, I am using this moisturizer. After this, I do my hair, wear some fun jewelry, and that's it for the first no makeup look. It's actually a no makeup look, and this is how I like my skin to be 90% of the time, without any makeup. I thoroughly enjoy the process of applying makeup and the beautiful finished results. I love exploring it as well, but it's just not something I see myself wearing every day. With that being said, let's move on to an actual no makeup look. Step number 1 is color correcting. I feel this step is necessary, especially for pigmentation, just so that you don't end up using tons of concealer and look ashy. For color correction, I'm using an orange shade. All the product names are listed in the description box. I apply the tiniest amount in the areas I need and blend it with my fingers. I mainly apply the color corrector around my mouth to cancel out the hyperpigmentation and under my eyes to cancel out the dark circles. Step 2 will be concealing. It's very easy to mess this up because of the undertone of different products. I mix 3 products to make my perfect concealer shade. As I have a mixture of pink and olive undertones, I apply it under my eyes and around my mouth, again with the help of my fingers. I didn't use a single brush for this tutorial, I think. This video was shot in a number of different lightings just to show you guys how lighting can change your looks and how the same makeup look can actually look different in different lightings. Step 3 is to set everything with a powder. I only set the areas where I applied the concealer. That is my under eyes and my smile lines. It is going to crease, but the powder is going to hold it for a little longer. The next step is to use a blush if you want. I use the tiniest amount, which is not properly visible on the camera, but it looks really good in real life. The next and the ultimate step for my face is a bronzer. It looks way more natural than contour and gives a more youthful look. The bronzer I'm using today is from Wet n Wild. It's one of my favorites. I apply it on my forehead. I use a big brush for it, maybe a powder brush. Next up are eyebrows, and I just use a brow gel to brush my brow hair up, and that's all I do for my eyebrows. I do not fill them in, I just leave them like that. I know it looks crazy and caterpillar-like on the camera, but in real life it looks amazing and my face looks fresh. Ultimately, I'm doing my lips, nothing crazy, just a nice peach shade. I mean, you can do a red if you want to. Now I am going to finish this look with a light coat of mascara. Alright, after doing this makeup, my pores are visible. My hyperpigmentation around my mouth is not 100% covered. It's 70% covered, I'd say. And it does look like I have makeup on in person. In some lighting, it will be very much visible, while in the other lighting, it will be barely visible that I have makeup on. All these aspects should be kept in mind while watching a tutorial or while creating a look on yourself. Makeup will not look like skin. Sometimes it may look closer, but it can never look like skin. It's meant to sit on top of your skin, and at the end of the day, it's going to look like that. I hope you guys like this video and hopefully you love your skin more now. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more such content. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.